Eamon, it's been a while, but it's time. We're bringing back our best bets of the week. TPC Potomac is the site, Wells Fargo Championship. Do you have a best bet for the people? They're looking for some insight.
The one I've really got my eye on is perhaps the most intriguing threesome out there in the first round. It's Rory McIlroy, Webb Simpson, Francesco Molinari. All of them have different forms of good history for this tournament. In Rory McIlroy's case, obviously, he's won the Wells Fargo 4 times. Three times. Webb Simpson has also got a great record when it's played in Charlotte. And Francesco Molinari, he was the winner the last time the PGA Tour was here at TPC Potomac back in 2018 in the Quicken Loans National Tournament. So to me, that's the intriguing group, and I'm going to put a little bet on Rory McIlroy to shoot the low score among the three. May not be the lowest score by the time we get to the weekend,
right,
but I'm betting on him to shoot the low score tomorrow.
I think Rory's going to win this week, so I like the way you're thinking. I'm thinking a top 20 for Gary Woodland. That's my best bet. He has 3 top 8 finishes in his last 7 starts. Good history at TPC golf courses in general. Played very well, of course, in winter in Phoenix a few years back. He played very well in San Antonio. Had a recent top 10 at that TPC course. He's a major champ. He played in the field in 2018 when it was the Quicken Loans. So I'm thinking Gary Woodland, top 20 plus 160, so it's not like a crazy amount of stress. You like me, like I'm thinking there?
I do. I mean, this is a guy who's got a proven record of winning big tournaments, difficult tournaments against big courses, against big fields and big competition. And, yeah, he seems like a good guy as long as his health holds up. That's always a little bit of a variable with Gary. The attitude is always there, and the game is there, but the health can come and go, particularly with his back over the years. But he seems to be in good shape now. He's certainly playing better than he has in a while.
Let's ask one of the experts. That, of course, is PointsBet senior editor Teddy Greenstein. Teddy G joining us now. So, Teddy, what do you think about our best bets? You know, I have high expectations. You know, the best players in the world have expectations for their golf. This is where I typically shine, Teddy G.
Well, David, first of all, congratulations to us on luring Eamon into our betting segment. It took long enough, but I'm so happy to hear you talking odds. Now, Damon, you are the sharp among the three of us. I love you, but I do not love this play. Gary Woodland has been struggling a bit to hit fairways, and that is going to be essential this week at Avenel. He's also only 89th in sand saves, and there are a lot of bunkers out there. So I don't love your Gary Woodland. Now, Eamon, very chalky to start with here. Rory McIlroy is the only player in the entire field with a minus next to his name for the 3-ball. But I like it. I think he is going to ride the momentum of his Sunday 64 at the Masters, so I'm backing you on this one.
Okay, well, Teddy, let's hear your best bet of the week then.
That you guys will take apart. Well, I was thinking about Molinari because of his incredible performance here in 2018. But you can get the same odds on a top 20 on Aaron Rai. And this Englishman is playing very, very well, as you guys know. 5 of his last 8 rounds in the 60s, hitting 2/3 of his fairways, which is 32nd on tour. Very strong with bogey avoidance as well, and that's very important. Like, we don't need a bomber here this week, guys. We just need a guy who can keep it in play, nothing too flashy, and do some scoring.
All right, how about a closer look at the outright odds this week at the Wells Fargo Championship? Last week was all about, you know, John Rahm was the big fish. I guess this week it's Rory McIlroy.
Yeah, we have another whale in this field. It's the only top 10 player, Rory, and the odds certainly reflect that. He is far and away our favorite. You see Rory there at plus 850. Now, it's notable, of course, that his 3 wins did not come at Avenel, and I think this is going to be a tougher track for him. Corey Connors, a lot of support this week because he does everything you look for. He's a solid driver, strong from the bunkers, and he's from Canada. So if there's crummy weather, it will not stop him. Matty Fitz, always a threat on a shot maker's course. Tony Finau, we know, is coming in hot.
But Teddy, let's go back to John Rahm for a moment there. He won the Mexico Open on Sunday. Why is he not the outright favorite for the PGA Championship? Explain this to me.
Yeah, I mean, he's certainly close. He is a co-favorite there at 12-1. But it's true. I asked our traders on Monday, I said, give me a comparison of John Rahm's odds for the PGA Championship before and after his victory in Mexico. And his odds were unchanged, which says, you know, first and foremost, how big a favorite Rahm was last week in Mexico. He was only plus 450. So the fact that he won really wasn't big news and didn't change anything. So he remains 12-1 at Southern Hills, 14-1 at the Country Club for the U.S. Open. high expectations, but certainly not in the plus 800, plus 900 range.
All right, Teddy, this is Golf Channel, we know, but the basketball playoffs are in full swing. What do you have your eye on? My boys are going crazy. They're loving the playoffs so far.
Same here. I'm watching a ton, Damon. All right, so tonight we have the Heat are 8.5-point favorites against Philly without Joel Embiid. And the Suns, the other home team tonight, they are 6.5-point favorites against Dallas, which is basically a one-man gang with Luka Doncic, who's trying for a triple-double. I am more focused actually on the series odds. These numbers really interest me. So the Celtics are a slight favorite to take down the Bucks. Now, the Celtics were minus 200 when the series started, dipped to plus 115 after they lost game one, and now minus 130. So still a very good price for the Celtics. Golden State, Memphis. This is a really interesting one. Golden State was minus 555, a humongous favorite after game one. Now it doesn't look that way, minus 334, because obviously the first two games have been split, and we don't know about Gary Payton Jr. and his elbow injury. So if you are in love with Ja Morant, and how can you not be, you can take a flyer on Memphis plus 240 to win the series.
Well, I don't even know who's pitching for the Celtics, so let's go back to golf here for a moment, Teddy. What's your name a bet of the week, Teddy?
All right, so the name of bet this week focuses on Tony Finau to finish top 20, and we are combining that with the home teams. So I did a little cross-sport action this week that I think you guys will definitely enjoy. We will be rooting for Finau. We will be rooting for the home teams tonight, and there's certainly a good price there. You see a plus 320. So as long as the Heat and Suns do what they're supposed to do, and touchdown Tony can finish top 20, nice payday.
Little cross-pollination between sports. How about this article you wrote? You're playing golf now, and you're coming up with a new betting game. What'd you do?
Yeah, so Damon, I wrote this piece for Golf Digest. So recently I was out at Sydney Armarovitz, which is the 9-hole course not far from Wrigley Field on the lake. And we were waiting on the first tee and, kind of backed up. And it's one of those places where you're going to play 2 hours and 15 minutes for 9 holes no matter what. All right, so we came up with a game. What if every player gets one mulligan on each hole? You can use it on the drive, you can use it on your approach shot, you could use it on a bunker play, or even a putt. So if you hit the green in regulation, you essentially have 2 putts at a birdie. So there's tons of strategy here. Like, what if you hit it in a fairway bunker off the tee? Do you want to re-tee, or maybe you want to give yourself 2 chances on that second shot? And here's the thing. Play it with skins, because everybody will be making probably birdies or pars. And I'm telling you, it doesn't slow the game down because, somebody drives it into the woods. They're not going to take the 5 minutes to look for the ball and chip out again. They're going to re-tee. So it doesn't slow the game down. You're going to score well. You're going to have a lot of laughs with your buddies. We call it the Waveland rules, because Waveland was the original name of the golf course that is now, unfortunately, the Sydney Armarovitz course.
Wow, Waveland rules, Waveland Avenue, a lot of Chicago love. I like it, but I want 2 mulligans per hole, Teddy G, when I play. Thanks, buddy. Have a great Wednesday, pal.
Everything is negotiable. Good to see you guys.